This is a CBS 4 News update.
Good morning. I'm Lauren Pastrana. The Broward Sheriff's Office says its deputies were forced to fire at a man who pointed a gun at them in Tamarack. Witnesses say he put a gun to his head, then waved it around before pointing it at deputies. BSO says the man shot a woman inside an apartment and prevented deputies and paramedics from treating her. The sheriff says it appears the man and woman are going to survive. Caught on camera, Pembroke Pines police need your help catching this porch pirate. This happened in the Encantada community. The man, who police say may be linked to other package thefts, was last seen driving a red Mercury Villager minivan with Florida tag ICSZ07. If you know anything about this crime or others like it, call Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. And now to a CBS 4 safety alert. Memorial Day weekend is here. It marks the unofficial start of summer and one of the busiest weekends on the water for boaters. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and the Coast Guard are reminding boaters that safety begins at the dock. Topping the list, life jackets. Everyone who's on a boat needs one. And before you sail away, tell someone who's not with you about your plans.
Let somebody know that's not going with you what ramp you're leaving from, where you plan to go, and what time you plan to come back to that ramp. Should you have an emergency and you're not back by that time, then your family members or that responsible party knows to start calling for emergency, and we know what general area to start looking for.
Boaters should expect to see extra patrols on the water this weekend. Don't be surprised if you get stopped for a routine check. You can see it for miles, the Guitar Resort at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and now we know when it's going to open. Yesterday, the Seminole Tribe announced October 24th is the big day. Guests can begin to check in. We got a behind-the-scenes tour, a chance to peek in the rooms at the hotel, and a glimpse of the Resort Lagoon pool area. It features a section called Bora Bora, which are cabanas surrounded by water. There are several pools, including one the size of 3 football fields. And aside from the one-of-a-kind guitar shape of the 35-story building, there's something even more unique.
This is also an 8G TV set, and there's lasers on the top of it that can go 20,000 feet into the sky. So while it's this amazing building during the day, where do you see the show on it at nighttime?
Hard Rock Live opens October 25th. The theater will hold 6,500 people. Expect Broadway shows, concerts, and even artists taking up residency for a series of performances. The first act booked is Maroon 5 on opening day.
Now, CBS 4 weather.
Finally, Friday and a long weekend upon us. Well, it'll be breezy and bright and sunny. And you know what? That weather pattern is sticking around for some time, including through the holiday weekend. Highs today, this Friday afternoon, 87 degrees, winds out of the east, 15 to 20 miles per hour. So we are still dealing with the high risk of rip currents. Certainly a beach day today and the next several days. So keep that in mind. The red flags are up. Head to a beach with a lifeguard on duty, and of course use that sunscreen, drink plenty of water, and a lot of boats expected to be out there through the weekend. Small craft operators should exercise with caution. It's quite breezy out there, especially over the water, up to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Now this is for the Atlantic waters, but the Keys for Friday are under a small craft advisory. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the nation, there is still the threat of severe weather once again this afternoon, spreading across parts of the midsection up into the Midwest. High pressure and control across the southeast. If you're traveling anywhere into the south or maybe even central Florida, Tampa, temperatures are going to be soaring into the 90s, well above average for this time of year, and that is definitely a heat wave because it's lasting a couple of days. For us, mostly sunny skies, quiet pattern with low rain chances. The rip current risk is the concern for us this weekend, along with some choppy waters out there. Otherwise, a beautiful weather pattern is in store in time for the holiday with lots of sunshine, highs in the upper 80s. And here's a look at the rest of the 7-day forecast, reaching 90 degrees towards midweek.
Jennifer, thank you. That's the news for now. You can always find us on CBSMiami.com and tune into CBS 4 News at 5, 6, 7, and 11 for all of today's important headlines.